Just when you thought the pandemic was over, they drag you right back in. This whole time, we've been thinking that we've had the pandemic over with. We've been thinking that it's clear, we don't have any issues. And now you remember, when the pandemic first happened, we were getting all of this news coming out of China, talking about a coronavirus. And did it start spreading everywhere? And it did. And then by the time that we got our information, we had 13 days to stop the spread. Turned out to be a little bit longer because it was a lot worse than we were expecting. It spread so fast throughout the whole world. But now, with all of the stuff happening in the Ukraine, it's kind of put the pandemic coverage on a back burner. But is the pandemic still happening? Yes. Oh my God, yes. In Shanghai, they are being shut down 100%. They are being completely shut down. Now, in China, they have more rising numbers of infections, and 90% of those infections are coming from Shanghai. So naturally, the government shut Shanghai down. A horrifying video has been circulating on social media. Seemed to show residents of Shanghai, China's largest city, screaming from their apartment balconies and windows due to stringent restrictions that prevent them from stepping out of their homes as part of the country's COVID-19 lockdown measures. Shanghai entered the second week of COVID-19 lockdown, leaving its 25 million inhabitants imprisoned at home since April 5th. The video is said to show frustrated residents screaming at the top of their lungs after not being allowed to leave their houses even to buy food. Now, here's a shot of one of the videos of the people who are sick and tired of the lockdowns, especially these people in China. You would expect that the people in China would be really tired of it by now. Listen to those people. Now, this is kind of the way that they're going to be. But this is crazy. You hear all these people screaming because they're all locked down. They're all locked down. You would think that this is like from a movie or something like that. But it's not. It's not. It's literally in Shanghai. And now what's the best call? I mean, they're shutting down, but is the shutdowns working? Because they still have 90% infection rate in Shanghai. 90% of China's infection rate is coming from Shanghai. So, and now, in order to... Now, you guys tell me, would this make you feel any better? You have a drone flying around saying, please comply with the restrictions, the COVID restrictions. Please do what you're supposed to do. Do what you're told to do. How would you feel? You are shut down, and now you have a drone flying through telling you everything's going to be okay. Just stay calm. Don't worry too much about your freedoms. You guys do it. As seen on Weibo, Shanghai residents go to their balconies to sing and protest lack of supplies. A drone appears. Please comply with COVID restrictions. Control your soul's desire for freedom. Do not open the window or sing. Jeez, man. Jeez. Now, that's just crazy, man. That's just crazy. But I mean, the one thing that really scares me about all of this is the fact that it possibly could be heading this way. Shanghai reported a record 24,943 infections as of Sunday, accounting for more than 90% of the country's new total cases. During a press conference on the same day in Shanghai, city health official Wu Qinyu said the government would not relax in the slightest concerning lockdown restrictions. Oh, I bet your people love to hear that. But it doesn't seem like Chinese people really stand up to their government too much, do they? Unless we look at Tiananmen Square or something. I guess that's an extreme example, though. But oh man, so now we have them locking back down in China. Now, where does that put us? Is the spread from Shanghai going to go on out, and then we're all going to have to shut back down again, and then we're going to have to do it all over again? Or are the infections not so bad anymore to where we can actually handle them and not have to shut down? Is it going to do us more harm than good to shut back down, or will it actually help us not get people infected more? You don't want infections if you can avoid them, but at what certain point, how can you avoid them to a certain point without making things worse? And that's all we want to do here. And it doesn't seem like a lot of the people are happy over there in Shanghai, man. That's just like, that's hard to imagine. That's some crazy shit. You are not allowed to leave your house. People are running out of food. People are running out of shelter. They are running out of everything over there. So what the hell is going on? And what the hell are we going to be facing in the future? Are we going to be dealing with this? Do we have to shut back down again? Or are we just going to kind of do what Florida did? Florida never really shut down. There's a couple of states that never really shut down. But I don't know. It's a kind of a worrying thing, because you know how all this stuff goes. Once it spreads, and you can't stop that spread. Not right now. Not with how interconnected everything really is. And we have another pandemic scare. Can you imagine how just frustrated and over it everyone will be?